Good afternoon, friends. I'm your friend and host of this show, Suren. Most of you know me, most of you are my friends. I am an astrologer. Astrology is all about having a peep in the future. Astrology means palmistry, astrology means aura science, astrology means Reiki, astrology means palm reading, astrology means numerology. There are so many branches of astrology. And like as I said, the purpose of the astrology is to have a peep in the future. Why do we need to have a peep in the future? Simple reason, we can plan it well. Like we check the weather, how it is going to be, the weather, the way, like when we have to go to some station or some other city, we check its weather, we check the currency. Basically, we prepare ourselves and our plans, and preparing helps us. I think you guys must have noted the content or the reason or the subject of our chat. What prompted me to talk to you today is like the today's topic is something very very sweet, and what else could be the sweetest other than sugar? Is sugar bad? Like we all have it, right? And we all like it. Most of us really love it. Forget about the liking. Most of us love it. So let's talk about how good or bad it is. First of all, I must repeat myself again. This is kind of a disclaimer that I am not a medical professional. I am not your family doctor. I have a little knowledge whatsoever. I am sharing it with you. Most of it is my opinions and my findings and my research. That is at my end. But then for taking any decision, you better consult your family doctor. Your family doctor is your best friend. So I am not trying to influence you into taking any medical decision whatsoever. Now, let's talk about the sugar. Now, if you are in Canada or if you are around somewhere, you would be familiar with the few of the uh, words or few of the sounds. So the first sound is, can I have a medium or a large double double? Can I have a medium coffee, two sweeteners and two milks? Can I have a chai tea double double? Now, these are the sounds I often hear from my friends who are diabetic. Who are diabetic. Some of them have diabetes 2, some of them are having diabetic 1, but double double, right? Double means 2 units of milk, 2 units of sugar. People don't mind. I mean, I'm taking medicine anyways. I'm trying. How does really sugar matter? If I take once in a while, I only take one tea or I only take one coffee. The argument is, oh, I'm only taking sweeteners. Sweeteners have no sugar. Or really? Check with your doctor or do some research yourself instead of going and troubling the doctor. Do some research yourself. Now, is sugar really bad? Well, no. So, how do I say that sugar is not bad? My answer to this is, if sugar was bad, why would the god or the creation and or the nature create it? If we give it a name of the god or creation or nature, it has put sugar in fruits, it has put sugar in some vegetables also. It has it's the nature that creates sugar cane, right? Sugar cane is not man-made. The sweetness in the mango is not man-made. The strawberry doesn't have is not created somewhere in some industry or something. So if sugar was so bad, why did God created it? So the answer to that is that anything that comes from the God or the natural source, that comes one with a lot of fiber. Second, that it is not as bad as the other sugar sources are. This is like when we are saying other sources means added sugar. And if you are diabetic, or even if you are not diabetic, you're not supposed to be eating a lot of fruits which are full of sugar or something. Everything in moderate quantity is good. Another thing that we must understand about the sugar is that sugar is something mandatory or plays a vital role in brain's health. So if you go very, very low on sugar, as some of my friends have experienced this, when you go on low on sugar, your brain gets foggy, right? You can't think anything, you can't decide anything. Your brain kind of comes to an halt. So, but then the natural sugar coming from the fruit is the safest. I am not saying it is the best, is the safest, that too in moderate quantity. That was the good part of sugar, that it is made by the God or the nature or the creation. The other is that it is mandatory, right? Now, when you go and do some grocery, friends, the information about the sugar, like sometimes you will read sugar free or very low sugar, but then you really need to read the labels. Try and read, like if you read the labels, you may find something called brown sugar. You may not find like sugar is zero, but then there is something called corn sweetener. There would be something like corn syrup. There would be fruit juice concentrates. There would be like high fructose syrup or something like that. There could be honey. There could be invert sugar. There could be malt sugar. There is so much sugar with different names. It's the smart way of putting sugar in something and saying that it has no sugar. It does not have any sugar. It only has fruit juice or corn sweetener. So corn sweetener is not sugar. So that is what some manufacturer would try and play smart with their labels. Here, I would also like to add the three major source of the sugar, friends. Soda or energy drinks or sport drinks that you take has 42.2% of sugar. You can Google this information that I am offering you. When you take grain-based desserts, that has 11.9%. And when you take fruit drinks, it has approximately 8.5%. So be wary of what you are doing. You require a very, very small amount of sugar for your day, which can be taken care of by some natural fruit. I am not talking about fruit juice. I am talking about the fruit. The difference between the fruit and fruit juice is that the fruit juice only has sugar. Fruit has its fiber and other nutrients too. Now, what exactly is the damage that sugar can do? First of all, the area that in we live in, we are living in North America. So North America is famous for its high risk and high rate of obesity, as well as high number of people who are suffering from diabetes, suffering from hypertension, and the mind related challenges such as depression, etc., etc. Even issues related to the focus or concentration, ADHD and ADD and all that stuff. Let's talk about the challenges that we can face with the sugar. First of all, according to the research, and whatever I'm going to talk about is about the research, sugar increases the risk of cancer, right? Increases the risk of cancer, so life threatening. High blood pressure. The more sugar you eat or the more sugar you consume, you are increasing your blood pressure or you are making it higher. Another bad news for all young women and men and even the older something is that it increases aging process. So let's say if you are eating a lot of sugar and if you are 30, then you may start looking 40 or more than 40. Good news is that if you decrease the amount of sugar that you can consume, the aging process will halt, or sometimes even get back, or like you can reverse the aging process by not consuming sugar or bringing it to the minimum of consumption. Now, another thing that the sugar does is it increases the inflammation. Anywhere in your body, if you have inflammation, you are increasing it, which means that the sugar affects the health of joint, the health of the bones, especially the joints. So the people who are having issues with their joints, they should avoid sugar. It is not like something new to tell, and I assume everybody knows, like all men and women, all males and females, and must know it. If you are struggling with weight gain, every time you eat sugar, you are increasing the chances of weight gain, and you are actually increasing the weight. So beware, every time you eat something sweet, basically you are increasing your weight. Skin health, acne, sugar is the major cause of acne, right? Diabetes, diabetes is another, like everybody knows that diabetes is all about sugar and the body's ability to handle the sugar. So you really have to be very, very sure about what you are leading. Another issue that people are facing is fatty liver. A lot of my friends are struggling with the fatty liver issue, but at the very same time, they never shy to have sugar as many times. Most of the times, our friends finds an excuse in festivals. Oh, like it's Diwali, how can I run away from the fruit, from the sugar? Oh, like it's Eid, I have to eat kheer and sevaiya and all that. You have to eat sweets, but at the very same time, stop eating your own health. One more damage that the sugar does is it basically drains your energy. So sometimes when you are feeling low on energy, you end up taking some sweet drinks or something that has sugar, considering or thinking that you will get instant energy. But it's basically in few minutes or in few hours you are drained of energy. The reason being, when the sugar attacks the body, when your body is attacked by the sugar, you are like, your body has to struggle a lot or fight a lot with this sugar. So while fighting this, or while struggling with the sugar intake, your body like has to lose a lot of energy fighting this manic. So what am I trying to say? Am I trying to say sugar is bad or sugar is good? So my own conclusion, my own opinion is sugar is something required, but it is best when it comes from the natural fruit source, that also in a very, very, very limited quantity. How much sugar is there in any fruit is like guessed by the fact that, let's say you put some sugar, you put some fruit in your mouth, and you feel sweet immediately. It sweetens your mouth. That means it has high amount of sugar. Like if you put orange in your mouth, you won't find that your mouth is full of sugar or something. Some ripe mango may have, like sometimes you have a mango in your mouth and you know that it has like your mouth is filled of sugar all of a sudden. So in that case, you know that it is high on sugar and should be avoided. Especially if you are, like a lot of my female friends who want to lose fat over the, like belly fat or some tires around their belly and all that stuff, which look ugly to others as well as Most of the times, it brings in the psychological effect. It brings your moral down. The self image really suffers, and the self confidence comes down. If they cut on sugar, or if you are one of them, if you cut on your sugar, trust me on one thing, that not only your weight will decrease, not only your tires will vanish, so many inflammation in your body. And inflammation means what do I mean when I say inflammation? When I say inflammation, inflammation means pain. There is no pain that can occur in the body without inflammation. So the pain of the joints, or like some people even have headaches, some people even have migraines, they can get some relief from reducing their sugar. Diabetes, I have already mentioned. Blood pressure, I have already mentioned. It's not the question of diabetes and high blood pressure and, like fatty liver and all that stuff. These are big names. Bottom line is, you should not have any excuse not to live a healthy life. And you should be motivated enough that you should be trying to live a healthy life. Health is your birthright, but at the very same time, friends, health is your responsibility too. Your doctor is going to or there to help you. You have to change your lifestyle. You have to take decisions of your life. You really have to decide what exactly you are putting in your mouth. And before you put anything in your mouth, you must know how it is going to affect your body. If you are eating things that are making you unhealthy, it's kind of a excuse my like harsh words, but then it is kind of suicidal. Some people smiling and laughing, ha 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 ha. It really doesn't matter. Okay, life is there to enjoy all that stuff. Friends, life is to enjoy, not to suffer now or later in your life. If you are young and you are today doing ha 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 ha, when you will be old, you will be saying hoo 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 hoo. Pain hurts. And pain is not something external. Pain is something that we feed in ourselves. So next time, think about it. Am I going to put some pain in my mouth? Am I eating sickness? Am I eating disease? Think about it. Thank you very much. I'll be back tomorrow with some new topic or something. Do let me know your views, or if you have any question or comments, I'll appreciate that. For today, thank you very much. Enjoy your day. Be safe, friends. Thank you.